Go. Here we go. I haven't been streaming as much lately, but you know, and every time I do stream, it's late at night when no one's on, and that's a-okay. That is a-okay. We got, well, it was supposed to be a man bun, but it's like a little man ponytail. It's not very big. It's not very good. Apparently Husky is now live. This is very exciting stuff. So we are going to be pugging ZF. I'm level 47, so I feel like that's good enough for pugging, right? I can tank that. I actually have no idea. I truly have no idea if I'm high enough level. But that's the fun of it, you know? That is indeed... Oh, we did get a mage. We're level 46, though.
Hey, how you doing?
Wait, I don't need that. What am I doing? I need my actual quests. Is it a mage that's actually not solo self-found? I swear, every mage I get in my group is like, oh, I can't actually trade water. What up, Sakaro? I heard that movie sucks.
What's up? Yo, be good.
Although if I'm being honest, I stopped watching Marvel movies after whatever Avengers had all the robots in it. I was like, I think I'm actually good. I think I'm actually good. Like, they built up that whole... Or was Thanos after that or before, when he snapped his little fingers? Whichever one came last.
Time is money, friend.
I was just like, it's just a lot to keep up with. It's really a lot to keep up with.
What's up, yo?
Alright, well... Gotta get a couple quests. Let's see, I can abandon that. And that. All right, let's see. I thought only pop people were part of OnlyFangs. Well, there you go. I'm not actually in OnlyFangs. That's why it's a question mark. Ayo. Title baited. Actually, where is my... So we're going to do Zul'Farrak. I'm going to be tanking. Because I always forget that as a warrior, you find a group in like 2 seconds. I think I can close that. A good old death log down here. Because that's why people really watch. I am a master of baiting, for sure. 100%. And life's good. Life is good. Just grabbing some quests. I honestly should have brought like food buffs and stuff. But I'm just gonna trust that this is a good team. You know? We kind of have a boring combo. But at least we got 250s. We'll see what happens. And thankfully the healer's higher level. I don't know if he's going to unboon. Probably not, but I guess we'll see. Bro is genuinely playing WoW. I love WoW, dude. This will be my 4th 60. Although if I die in the ZF group, this will be my highest death ever. None of my 60s have died. which is always good. On my other characters, I was always super safe with dungeons. With this guy, I kind of just jump into stuff. I don't even know if I'm a good enough level for what's about to happen. But we'll see. So, let's see. What can I abandon? I can abandon this. I'll keep that one for now. Just in case they have multiple quests for me. Oh, snap. What's Invicta? Aren't you supposed to be opening some Pokemon cards or something? What up, Trainor? Bronze League Heroes! If only my voice could handle it. You gotta tell Invicta to send me some replays. He hasn't sent me a replay in a year. Do you stream on Sunday, or is that a day for just eating steak? I'm about to tank good old Zul'Farrak with a two-hander. My one-handed skill isn't that great. What's my sword skill at, actually? 217. Okay, it's not the worst. We'll see how it goes. Bro, you say that every time I stream. I feel like I'm an active streamer at this time. Although not really. I only do it as I have time. When there's not a whole lot of else going on. I really should have brought food buffs. I really should have brought anything, honestly. Got some grenades at least. That can always save us. See, this guy's popping flasks. Look at this, 250 armor, 25 agility, 12 health every 5 seconds. This dude's pumping. This dude is pumping. What up, Captain Canada? Oh god, the Fruit Loops face mask was pretty terrible. It was pretty terrible. Alright, it's time to be a Sunderbot. Alright, so these mobs start out at 45. Man, this guy's really gonna make me have to use my Mocking Blow, isn't he? It's just like, I don't want to use actual tanking abilities, you know? This guy apparently does not believe in sheep. They're really going to make me have to use defensive stance, aren't they? Fun times for everyone. Wait, wrong one. All the pro gamers actually hotkey that shit. Not I. Appreciate it, man. Go you dub, even though I never actually went there, but everyone just assumed that I went there. I really don't want to switch to 2 one-handers, but this sucks. We should probably be fine. Can you share carrot quest? I don't know why they didn't auto accept. Kind of weird. Should I switch? Let's try switching 2 one-handers. See how it goes. With no Wind Fury Totem, I mean, what's even the point? What's even the point of a 2-hander? Does at least let me sunder more. Not that I'm holding any kind of aggro, but it doesn't really matter. Tanks are honestly kind of overrated. To be fair, the rogue is 3 levels higher than me. I can talk. Good old Zul'Farrak. That's the thing, honestly, with shoutcasting back then. I mean, I obviously took a lot of inspiration from the Korean casters, because if you remember, which evidently you do, because you just commented it, but like every shoutcaster back then, they just were not bringing the hype, man. It literally was just like everyone was so chill and like not really bringing the hype. There wasn't a single caster that was bringing a ton of hype. And it was kind of an interesting thing because literally no one back then was doing that. And I was like, well, Korean is like a very beautiful sounding language. So it really works for hype casting. And so I literally like had to figure out how was I going to do similar style casting, but obviously I only speak English. And it was tricky at first, in all honesty, because there was really no one to pull inspo from back then. And so I eventually figured it out, and like I got more and more hype as time went on, and like it just kind of started to come natural. And so, yeah, I was one of the first yelling, screaming, well, at least on StarCraft, for sure. Oh my god, I need rage. I love how the game sound is just like cutting out. It's literally just music right now. My game sounds have decided we're just gonna quit. I'm just gonna reload really quick. Maybe this will fix it. Hey, Amanda. Oh, but yeah, it was fun times. Unfortunately, I didn't work with a vocal coach, so my vocal cords got absolutely destroyed. Yeah, my game sound literally just is like, nope, not anymore. For some reason we only have this spooky music. Honestly, this rogue can pretty much just tank this. I wouldn't even mind. No, I only sent OnlyFangs one single email because they have a little sign-up thing. And I'm like, I really should just message someone and be like, hey, Grubby, what up with it? Although they have all those rules you have to follow. I don't know if any of my characters would qualify to join. Might have to start a new one. I do want to start a mage. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, my voice is permanently damaged from all that shit. And as I was going through old videos to like re-upload stuff, just listening to all that old content, it's just like, no. Wasn't in the line of sight. Well, thankfully they come over this way anyways. I don't know why my game sound is literally just like, not today. I wonder if I enable it and disable it, if that'll fix it. What up, Fractalactal? Good to see ya. I don't know why my audio is just like... Oh, how did that... What? How did sound effects randomly get disabled? It's very odd. I actually never play with game sounds. But Control S is all sound, isn't it? For some reason, the music was still playing. That was so bizarre. I actually don't play with game sound. I literally turn it on for the live streams. I've played WoW for so long that the audio just kind of bores me. And the audio in WoW doesn't really add anything to the game other than like ambience. There's no like strategic reason to do it. Unlike, you know, Counter-Strike or Apex Legends or whatever, it's like sound in WoW is just kind of like whatever. Unless you're raiding and like you need to hear alerts and stuff. Oh dang, we even got the D curse going. Or D, whatever it is these guys do. So I'm gonna leave Route 5. Oh yeah, I got one scarab shell. Grubby was going pretty hard. He didn't die, did he? I know he went crazy on the raid leading and stuff. I know that took a lot out of him. Oh, just one person died? I mean, that's the fun of it, though. That's the fun of bringing a bunch of people who have never... I hate how you can't At least warrior, you can't trinket out of this. Oh, maybe I did hit Control S then. That's probably what it was. Oh, hey, this is the guy that scammed me and accidentally bought a potion for 451 gold. I always message him with sad face. Oh, he's ignoring me now. That's the guy I accidentally bought a mana or a health pot for 455 gold. No, 451 gold, excuse me. Don't want to exaggerate. I don't know why we're AoEing scarabs at a time like this. He's not playing with me, but he is playing on this server. Oh, snap. Thanks for the follower, Coder9. And yes, oh, I gotta move my alert over. There you go. Alright, the next person to follow the alert will be more noticeable. I thought these aggroed in like little groups. I'm actually doing this quest. The last time I did ZF, the tank didn't want to do the scarabs. So I never got the quest. So I always said, if I come back here, I'm doing the damn scarab quest. I don't care what anybody says. Oh, there's a new follow. JSpez15. See, it's in a much better spot now. Now you get the recognition that you also deserve. Oh, he's got improved blizzard. We're golden. Oh god, I don't even have my damage meter going. It's my DPS is probably god awful. Ooh, those are good. The hunter literally got an upgrade off of those. Love to see it. Yeah, there we go. Now they're aggroing a little bit. Gotta love that warrior DPS. AoE. Not trying to loot these. I better get enough scarab shells off these losers. Coder, I don't think it actually, I think if you follow and then unfollow, I think it doesn't give you a new notification. I think it's lame like that. Oh my god, is there... We're all so close to finishing this stupid quest. Alright, I have 4. The other 2 people have 4 as well. Oh my god, really? Oh well, we'll find a couple more scarabs like this one. He could have the missing piece. And I noticed I'm definitely one of the only streamers who keeps the alert sound on. Which is quite fun for everyone. Especially us headphone users. Oh, do you have a shell for me? Yes! Alright, well that Scarab Shell quest, you know, not super vital, but I'll take any XP I can get. Yeah, and I definitely don't consistently stream enough to have a huge audience. I guess if you take a 12-year break from streaming and then you randomly stream like 3 times a year, you know, you're not going to have a big audience. Who would have thought? Alright, well hopefully this mage will get some mana. If nothing else, I'm glad that I'm actually just leveling my weapon skills for once. My daggers and swords is finally, like, up there a little bit. This rogue is 3 levels higher, so even with, like, 4 or 5 sunders, it doesn't matter. It don't matter. Surprised this didn't aggro the boss. Thought it did when he got pretty close to the cave. Oh yeah, I guess for the troll temper and stuff, this is actually good to kill these guys. Masta Shakes, I am streaming on Twitch. It is higher resolution on Twitch. Because I do the multi-streaming, and the original feed goes to Twitch. So if you're watching on YouTube, the Twitch is twitch.tv/husky is better quality. But I still like to stream to YouTube because, you know, YouTube's YouTube. Alright, we'll be nice and wait for the mage. Hey Nancy, hope you're doing well. Oh snap, you got your first apartment? Kinda cool. Bro is parrying me like crazy. That was kind of my bad. What a terrible amulet. Great, an amulet I don't actually need. Womp womp. What up, Onosaurus? Ro and I are doing well. Got a fun week coming. We've been having a lot of fun with our content lately. Been changing it up, which has been really fun. Doing the podcast has been fun. Just something different. Alright, that dude has his shells as well. Alright, we're gonna let this priest get let him get some mana. Good old nerd alert. Ugh. YouTube was a different time, you know? It was a different time. I actually kind of like that the algorithm seems to be shifting back to stuff like that a little bit more. Dude, I literally cannot hit these guys. Those guys don't have any HP. These are good too. This guy didn't drop nothing. So we didn't get the cool plate gloves. Well, he doesn't drop anything I need, I guess. I don't know how we're gonna do on the stairs. I'm a tad bit worried. Our pre should be drinking though. Oh, he's buffing. He's doing the boofs. Dude, GOM TV, that's a fucking throwback. That literally, GOM TV was where I first fell in love with good old StarCraft. It was ahead of its time, man. Literally, GOM TV is kind of the reason I started making StarCraft videos, because I would stay up all night watching GOM TV and my friends would watch with me. And they got tired of staying up so late, and so I would just cast StarCraft games in English so that they could kind of know what was going on. Because, you know, none of us spoke Korean, so, and I knew enough about StarCraft to, like, understand it. But yeah, GOM TV was bomb because it would like do a stream to your media player, which was super cool. I mean, if you know GOM TV, I know you're over the age of 30. Probably pushing 40 like the rest of us, you know? That original streamer was so cool. It was a quality video player too. For back in the day. Alright, do I even have these damage meters going? Oh yeah, these are embarrassing. We don't want to look at that. Then again, all I'm doing is sundering, so I have an excuse. I have an excuse. You remember that website in beta that you would upload to? UHD and a few others? What? Was there a different website? It's crazy to think of how long ago that all that shit was. Like, WoW is 20 years old. Obviously, StarCraft 1's older than that, but like, StarCraft 2's pushing it. Oh my god, really, dude? Dude, Zinadar, it bleeped out what you streamed on. Was it GOM? Why is it bleeping it out? God, Zulfrak has such good loot. I'm sad I didn't get the gloves. No aggro is on me. I'm a terrible tank. I am sundering everything, you know? I have the most sunders in this group, by far. I am actually not a great tank, if we're going to be completely honest. Okay, so here's the thing, is I've always fucking loved WoW. And I ranted about this forever, but the only reason I quit WoW is because they never balanced PvP. But I have always loved WoW. Classic WoW especially. Burning Crusade's great. Wrath of the Lich King's okay. But classic WoW is best WoW. Dude, I just get no rage because I am not Fury spec. And then the two-hander's just too damn slow. Oh, yeah, Justin TV. Does it literally block out Justin TV if you type that in chat? It shows up blocked out on my thing. Maybe it's because it was a website. But it'd be funny if they were trying to hide specifically Justin TV. But yeah, I remember Justin TV. I remember livestream.com. You fucking remember livestream.com? I think I was the biggest streamer on there for a while. Yeah, it's probably because it's a URL. But in my mind, it's just a funny... Alright, well, this is where shit can go wrong if your team sucks. So we'll see. Yeah, you stream. I streamed on there too. It was just a different time, man. But I'm kind of like, you know, so many creators from my era of YouTube, they just give up. Because, you know, the algorithm changes, your life changes, people's tastes change. But we're actually having fun, like, especially on Rose's channel, like, figuring out what works, but is still true to who we want to be. And that has been really, really, really fun. We've actually, like, found our passion, as they say. But our last, like, maybe 5 videos on Rosina's channel have just been super, super fun. And performing really well, too. So it kind of, you know, excites us to keep at it. Let's go ahead and AoE taunt. Oh, that's a safe spot down there. Can he get back up here? He can get back up here, right? I never realized that's a safe spot down there. That's kind of cool. That makes me feel so much better. Or at least it evaded when he was down there. Alright, well we survived the hard part. Although I guess more respawn. Have I played more StarCraft or WoW? Definitely WoW. I probably have over 400 days played on WoW now. Although that includes all the AFK time. And I leave my characters AFK a lot. It might be closer to 500 days played, honestly. I'm not going to do anything like try and pull these quicker, because sometimes they all chain pull, and I have had a group wipe here before. Not on hardcore, thankfully, but there is some weird behavior with this part. And I think you just got to wait it out, right? Haven't done this in a while. All right, here he comes finally. Don't want to go too far down. That would be a disaster. A disaster. The DPS in this group isn't the best because of the hunter. It's hard for him to shoot. And I'm a little low level, so they're parrying me a lot. And then so I have like shit for rage. And I'm just a bad gamer, you know. Literally just do not. And this spec, I'm also arms. If I was Fury, I'd be pumping on the rage, but I always level his arms just because I find it to be the most fun spec. And at level 52, I'm going to buy a Destiny, which is a two-handed epic sword. And that'll get me to 60 pretty easily. He did a Giga Pool. Did they survive? Dude, it sucks with like this guy's getting a little lower than I'm comfortable with. Is it just the there's something about the triggers or something you can pull like a lot of them, and our group CPS is not good. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean just the composition of like Rogue has no synergy because there's no shaman, and then the hunter like this is starting to get a lot. I don't know why we're moving so far down. But I'm sure it's going to be fine. I just don't trust me to pull a ton of these, so... I don't have my AoE taunt. But I mean, I think we're fine. That mage is just really trusty. He better have Ice Block. I don't know why he's going super crazy with it. That was the worst grenade of all time, but we'll take it. I just hate this part. That's all. This is one of the most annoying, like, regular dungeon. I mean, it's fine. I just hate when it goes wrong. I'd like this and BRD. I'm just like, you know what? Although I never do Ultimate either. I did queue up for Ultimate. I might do it if I'm streaming just for fun. But I usually always skip Ultimate. If you're bad like me, go for Static D. That is so fucking true. Guess I don't need to tank everything. Wait, why are these shits spawning? Are they supposed to spawn? Just this whole part is so buggy. I'm like, wait, are we dying? Is this supposed to happen? I'm gonna use this scroll on her. Hey, Patty Heels gets the bad mojo mask. That thing's bomb. 24 int? That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, Linda. I just haven't dyed it in a while. So there's still blonde on here, but it's mostly brown. I'm gonna bleach it soon. I'm trying to just let it grow out as much as I can before I bleach it again. Alright, well, we crush these guys when the hunter can actually shoot. It makes it a lot easier. This guy's got 18k. Let's disarm him. Yeah. Suck on it. Alright, we got Scarab Shells done. Divine-O-Matic Rod. Give me the ring. Troll Temper, only 6 out of 20. That's never fun. Gazrilla has me a little bit worried, but we'll see. What up, Watsubi? I'm actually the budget Husky, because as we know, the real Husky is discontinued. Finally actually hitting these mobs. Sword skill finally good? Yeah, 228. Getting a text message. Beep. Oh yeah, just tell him that's fine. Guys snuck up on me. Honestly, we're just gonna let Wolfie tank. Makes my life easier. I don't know if this pulls all of them. Yep. Right away. So now we wait for mana. I haven't seen Husky since the beginning. I mean, I do feel as old as the internet at this point. Al Gore invented me and the internet within the same year, I think. I think that's the case. All right, here we go, fam. They better drop my shoulders that I literally never get. I never have the shoulders on any character. Bro is gonna heal me, yeah? I get no rage. Never get any rage. No rage here. I know, I can't believe he invented global warming. Oh my god, they actually dropped. I literally never get these. I don't remember those guys spawning. I actually have the coolest shoulders in the game for the first time ever. I actually have gotten a little lucky with my drops because I got, oh snap, we got to follow. Watsubi. I got that from RFD. I don't know, that's about it. Not a whole lot else going on. But at least got the beefy shoulders. Brings me much joy. Brings me much joy. Yo, HES Yesky. I bought a Destiny Cloudfish shirt back in the day. Hope you got some royalties. Did I make a Destiny Cloudfish shirt? Was that official? I can't remember. I honestly can't remember. And there's like no troll temper. It's like Patty Heals has a bunch. I only have 6. Alright, so next up is Gazrilla. Not the most excited about this. We're gonna wait for some mana. Because we are a good tank like that, obviously. Alright, there he is. I'm thinking I might queue up for Ultimate after this. Just to really play with fire. Oh my god. Oh, okay, we're just gonna kill him. I just hate the pat that's here. Oh snap. Don't know if that was a pet or a player. That guy coming? Yeah. Yep. See, if I would have aggroed that, it would have chained that whole group. That would have been bad news. Okay, Wolfie's got that one. Synchronized dying. Love to see it. Alright, so that was the hard paths. Let's pull this one little guy. Du-du-du-du. Why is that group so freaking big? Guy says he has the mallet, so we shall see. I think we can do it without... Do we have to kill that huge group? Because this guy has not sheeped one person. Oh snap, you got hexed. Dude, that was a pretty pro pull right there. Pretty pro pull. Wait, I got the tablets, right? Yeah. Get rage off this little bugger. If I can hit him. Rosanna on the cam. She was on my stream last time, I think. Probably won't happen today, but she, if you look at some of the old VODs, why are these groups so big? Pro distract. These guys would drop more troll tempers. All 5 of us are on this quest. Feel bad for the ones that didn't get the scarab shells. Such a scam. Such a scam. Better safe than dead. Oh, need gear to play. We actually busted out the Switch again. Wait, are these better? Those are straight up an upgrade. Oh snap, is that a follow? J-Man Iser is following. Thanks, probably said that completely wrong. Gotta love that knockback. Alright, that was easy. If only his loot pool wasn't actual garbage. Alright, looks like these guys are running out. Are you excited for any new MMO? Is there anything similar to WoW? I used to, if you remember back in the day when, you know, everyone was like, is this the next WoW killer? Is this going to be what finally kills what the new WoW killer? Like every MMO was advertising themselves as the next WoW killer, and obviously nothing ever killed WoW. But I played Age of Conan. I played the Star Wars MMO. I love the Star Wars MMO with Huttball and shit. That shit slapped. I actually really liked. I played the caster class, which was super fun. We can get more scarabs if you guys want. Scarabs. Don't go too crazy, but let's do it. All right, this guy says don't help him. I don't think it's worth the risk to try and save whatever. You know, people are going to do what they're going to do. I have nothing else, I can demo shout him. Okay, I thought he was going to do all of them. That pull was totally fine. I just don't, in general, think it's worth going crazy on AoE when you can just do it safely. But I think he is AoE spec, and he didn't do a crazy pull, so I'm not too upset about that. Isn't Star Wars: The Old Republic, isn't it still going? Did you guys ever play the Conan one and the okay, he is going for a much bigger pull. See, I wouldn't do this if I was him. I mean, it's going to be fine, and he obviously knows what he's doing, but I just don't think the risk is worth it. But hey, I'm glad he did it at the end of the day. Got a little XP. Got all of his scarab shells. Thanks, I appreciate that you enjoy it. And the thing is, I love WoW too. I'll run out with these guys, although a lot of my friends have died running out with the group, even though I could just Hearth. But I'll do it to be nice in case they accidentally aggro. But I like have most all of WoW memorized. Oh. I was never a big raider. Like, I mean, I know Molten Core, but Blackwing Lair, I don't know if I ever actually cleared it during normal progression. I just never was a huge raider. I do want to do Molten Core on at least my Hunter, though. Not sure if I'll have time to, but we'll see. Because my Hunter's 60, this guy is 47. And I'm so excited I actually got the shoulders. It makes me so happy. Yeah, I was a big PvPer. So as far as arenas, I would just get to 1850 or whatever the first tier of tier was. And then mostly battlegrounds. Again, I've never been like a pro level player at anything. That's just not my mindset when I game. But I always preferred PvP over PvE. And that's what made me quit WoW is, I've said this 100 times, but at that BlizzCon where they said, no, we're not going to balance PvP because it's too confusing for the average player. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Your players are a lot smarter than you give them credit for. And just have abilities function differently in PvE. Thanks, guys. Sorry I suck as tank, but was fun. I'm so excited I got the shoulders. They literally never drop for me. Anytime I have a warrior. And this helm I just bought for like 3 gold on the auction house. That's the fun thing about warrior is sometimes like BOEs that only warriors can use are like low cost because there's only warriors, there's no paladins. And so yes, a lot of people play warriors, but you have to remember there's like what 8 classes or whatever it is. I always forget the exact number because I don't play half of them. So you think every person is out in the world, you know, finding loot, but there's only one class that can use a subset of loot, and so that means that the price of certain things gets driven down. So like this helm was literally 3 gold. Like that is absolutely worth 3 gold. Destiny, I've seen it go as low as like 25 gold. I think I'm going to end up paying like maybe 35 or 45 gold for it. But it's a 2-handed sword with basically chance on hit to increase strength by like 200 or something crazy. It's a really fun sword. And then right now I use Nightblade, which is getting a little shitty because it's level 39. But it's getting a little shitty now. It's hard to kill more than 1 or 2 mobs, but I got that for 11 gold, and that carried me. You know, I had Whirlwind, and then Nightblade to use at 39. So I literally went Whirlwind Sword because the sword's fun, and I know everyone's like, "Oh, the axe is better." I don't care. Who cares? So I went Sword because it's fun. And then I get Nightblade, so I'm still Sword spec, and then I get Destiny, so I'm still Sword spec. So that's how I like to level on hardcore, just because those weapons are fun to me. I know a lot of people, you know, they prefer axes. And the thing is, I accidentally threw away 450 gold because I was high on Percocet because I got a root canal, and I don't take medication like ever because I'm never sick. I never have surgery. I never have like, I'm very blessed so far with just overall body health, especially for how fucking inactive I am. And I had a root canal. I was on like 2 Percocets, zonked out of my mind, and I accidentally bought a healing potion for 451 gold off the auction house. And so now I only have 150 gold, but I would have, oh god. Oh no, yeah, it's 150 gold. I would have 600 gold. I would have bought King. Yeah, Alonzo, I know. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. And yeah, Nightfall. Nightfall would be sweet. Could you imagine? But no, I obviously don't have the gold for that. Let's see. Do I even want to use this ring? 13 agility, 5 stamina. So it's 18 total stats. Yeah, I should definitely do it. It's better than that ring for sure. No, I wasn't live. Dude, it was so dumb. I shit you not. So I was high on the 2 Percocets. And Percocet fucks you up, man. Like, I had no idea. Because I don't do, like, pills or drugs or anything. Like, I am very mentally balanced in every way as far as I can tell. And so, like, I know it's weird to say that. But, like, I'm just happy being me. So I don't like to drink. I don't like to do drugs. I'll do a gummy every now and then. But even that I only do, like, once every 2 months now. I don't do pain pill. Like, I don't do any of it. And so I needed the pain pills from the root canal, though. I was in absolute misery. And so I took 2. I went to bed. I woke up in the morning really early. I wandered downstairs in my bathrobe. And I was like, I'm going to buy some health potions for my warrior. So I log into my bank. And literally I just sorted the bank, the auction house the wrong way. Right-clicked it. Saw the message pop up that was like, are you sure you want to pay 451 gold? Yeah, I was in agonizing pain after my root canal. It was like a whole thing. Well, technically, it wasn't after the root canal. Technically, it was before the root canal. Because I was in insane pain, so I went to the specialist, and he said, I would operate on you right now, but I'm having a family emergency. I will get you in first thing in the morning. So he did all the tests on the tooth, which just made the pain like explode because he has to track down exactly where to operate. And oh my god, that pain was insane. So he prescribed me like, it was like 10 pills or something. Like it was like a really small order. And so I literally just took 2 and then woke up the next morning completely zonked out. Or it wasn't even like a full night's sleep. It was only a couple hours, I think. And literally just saw the message pop up. Do you want to pay 451 gold for this health potion? And being high on Percocet, I could feel my brain just being like, I don't know if we want to pay that, but we do want the health potion. And like literally just clicked accept. And away went the gold. Oh my god, dude. It was like, it was happening like, not like an out-of-body experience, but like, your brain is moving in slow motion, but the world is still at regular speed. And so I've never felt anything like that before. Because I don't do this stuff, so I had no idea. And so anyways, that is the only time I've been scammed on WoW. And people will say, oh, it's not being scammed. I'm like, if you're taking advantage of people high on Percocet, you're a scammer, okay? I don't care if, I shouldn't have been gaming. At the end of the day, if you're taking advantage of anybody, you're a scammer. So in my mind, I got scammed. And it is what it is, You live and you learn. Yeah, I don't need that necklace. Get out of here, dude. No one buys those 2 herbs. That's soulbound, right? Yeah. Alright, any of this other stuff I need? I'm not sure if the potion is worth the price. What helps with the pain, I'd pay that. Dude, that's literally like my brain was just like, that doesn't sound right, but we really need the health potion. The logical part of your brain is just gone. At least for me, when it was on that Percocet. So I didn't. Needless to say, I didn't take any Percocet after that. But that's life. But that's the only time I've actually been scammed on WoW in 20 years of playing. Been playing since early 2006, I think. That's the first time I've fallen for that. And now the guy has me blocked when he logs in. His name's Luxury Goods. He's on what server is this? Doomhowl Horde. He's obviously like a gold seller or something. But, that's life. Yeah, I'm apparently very easy to take advantage of when I'm on Percocet. That stuff makes you feel wild. Absolutely wild. You know, it's funny you mentioned that, Alonzo. Like, the only other time I've been scammed in a game is when I was a kid on Diablo 2. And they would call it the item duping hack, where you would unequip your gear, let them PvP kill you, and then equip all your gear, and then not loot your body, and you let them kill you again. But the problem is, if you don't loot your body, then the next time you die, you just drop all your items, and they can literally take them. And so I think that's how that worked. I was like, God, I was such a kid. When did Diablo 2 come out? This was right after Diablo 2 came out, and people were just starting to get gear. That was the only time I ever got scammed, other than this potion. See, the ancient egg, is that? Oh, that's the hinterlands. Interesting. All right, now we gotta go get the old carrot on a stick. Honestly, I feel like actually, wait. I actually do need more of these. I actually do need a few more water pouches, so we're just gonna go slaughter these humans over here. We're level 42. We're gonna blast them. I did play Diablo 4 right when it came out. It's just hard for me to like stay interested in Diablo. Like, I would rather pretty much across the board play WoW. Wait, I don't need to... yeah. I'd rather pretty much play WoW. Because Diablo's cool. It's just like... I don't really enjoy games where it's like you become a demigod and you're just killing millions of creatures at once. Although, to be fair, I did play Diablo 2 a metric fuck ton, so I guess I can't say I don't love it. But the thing is like Diablo 2 in-game is like farming the same boss over and 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 over. And like I find no enjoyment in that. But I have leveled like every character to, you know, nightmare mode or whatever. So obviously they made a game that I enjoyed. Ooh. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. 500. Well, let's just pretend those are Bitcoins. Back taxes from being ad-free forever. I pretty much was ad-free for... I think I have it set to automatically play ads, right? So at least it plays ads to all 30 viewers at some point. But that is going to my Taco Bell fund. Thank you. I almost forgot that donations were a thing on Twitch. I appreciate that. Yeah, and the enemy's scaling. It's like, well, what's the fucking point? I personally hate games that have any kind of scaling. I think it's bullshit. Like, just design your game to be fun. And, like, that's what makes, like, WoW fun. Is, like, if you don't know the game well enough and you wander into a wrong area, shit is gonna mess you up. Like, you gotta learn. And, you know, like on Mario Kart, when they had the tethering, where, like, if you're really far ahead, it would just tether them behind you. Like, that's boring. Like, if you're crushing ass, like, great. I just don't understand it. Oh my god, retail WoW has scaling? It would be cool for, like, you know, oh, I'm going to do Wailing Caverns with my friends, but I'm level 60, and then it downscales you. Or, like, I don't know, like, stuff like that is really fun, where they can make new or old content, like, enjoyable to different people. I think that's fine. But, like, if everything's just scaling with you, I don't see the point. Like, there's nothing fun about that to me. Yeah, that's so weird. Like, I mean, I haven't played retail WoW. I have heard a lot of the, like, things that are going on, but, like, yeah, the world's getting... And that's... I kind of talked about this on one of my other streams, too, where it's like, that's why I like classic WoW, is because you just feel like a dude, you know? You just feel like a guy trying to kill shit and level up, and you eventually feel powerful. You know, whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you're not a god. Like, it takes 40 of you to kill one big monster, you know? And that always has had a certain allure to it, to me. And I've said this before, but like now when you log into Classic WoW, or regular WoW, if you make a new character, Frostbolt costs 5 mana. You start with like 100 mana or some shit. In Classic, Frostbolt costs like 40% of your goddamn cast bar. And so I like that it's like, oh, I'm basically a mob. Like... You start out as a mob. You literally have one ability, you know? And you grow from there. And, like, that's super cool. Whereas on retail, you start it and you're like, they already are worshiping you right out the gate. And I don't know. I personally don't find that fun. I like having a little bit of struggle. I like having the gear not be perfectly itemized. I like that there's quirks. Like on my Hunter, I was wearing these cloth boots for like 10 levels because the stats were insane for Hunter. I only got one wastewater pouch after all that. I could just buy it off the auction house. Maybe I will. I think I'll just buy it off the auction house. Like a true gamer. Well, I don't know who Preach is, but they are preaching. Because that is absolute facts. And I honestly, you know, take me out back and shoot me, but I honestly don't care about the story of WoW at all. I just want fun bosses, lots to do, fun items, a challenge. I don't care about the story. I don't care about anything else. I just care about the gameplay. That is it. And I know that's crazy. Everyone I've ever met is like, story, 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 story. I don't give a shit. I haven't read a book since high school. I don't care about no story. I want to have fun. I didn't come here to read. I haven't read a quest since 2006, you know? I just want a fun game. That's all I care about. That's what books are for. I straight up haven't read a book since high school. Although, if you could turn everything I've read online into a book, I have read basically every book. You know? I used to be chronically online. I'm actually not online that much anymore. But, you know, my teens, 20s, and early 30s, online 24/7. I'm not actually in OnlyFangs. I should, I applied, but I never heard back, but I don't think they actually checked their applications. I should just message random streamers and be like, hey, put me in. Well, we did Zul'Farrak successfully. Tanking that as Arms Warrior was pretty miserable. Gotta go get our carrot on a stick, boys. Have I been following the drama? Well, you gotta remember, a lot of the OnlyFangs stuff is just for content, but I also know that and enjoy it. Dang, that quest gives 7,000 experience. That's nice. That's nice. But just the fact that WoW Classic is so popular, mostly because of the streamers, makes me very happy. So here's the thing is like, no one ever really watched WoW. Like, yes, I know there was tournaments and shit, but like, you know, StarCraft was the biggest esport, and then that essentially got replaced by League of Legends. And then that, you know, Minecraft got huge, and like all these other games got huge. And WoW, yes, it would do its big tentpole events, and there would be WoW stuff. I'm not, you know, they had WoW BlizzCon. I'm not saying there was no WoW, but in general, WoW wasn't really known as a streaming game compared to other games. And so to see WoW Classic like now be in the mainstream, and I know that it's gonna fade. Like every day, it's probably fading because like they've cleared Molten Core multiple times. You know, the excitement of them dying. You know, whatever. It's gonna always fade over time until a new server comes out or whatever. But just to see that many people streaming WoW makes me so happy. Because even back in the StarCraft days, I would try and play WoW on my stream, and literally my audience was so furious. Like, they literally acted like I broke into their home, pet their dog in front of them, fed their dog treats, and then their dog fell in love with me and I left and they never saw their dog again. Like, that is literally how they acted when I would stream WoW. And so, like, I just couldn't do it because people got so angry. But what up, Candy Lols? H the Husky Husky. And you actually said it right. Can I do my best Artosis impersonation? I did a pretty good Artosis impersonation like 10 months ago when I was streaming. Oh, these things are hella cheap. Dude, I sold mine for way more than this. So the fact that I can just buy these at a cheaper price. I always forget that there's a second wastewater pouch quest. Classic had 100 times more views than retail world first race. Yeah, like, just the fact that people are watching WoW Classic, and you know, it's all hardcore as it should be, but that just brings me so much joy. Because it's such a good game. Like, I wish that Season of Discovery added, like, and again, I've already kind of talked about this, so I don't need to ramble about it, but I wish that Season of Discovery was actually Classic Plus. I wish they would have added more Classic stuff as opposed to adding retail into Classic, if that makes sense. And I think that that was their biggest mistake. I think they should have made it more Classic stuff. Even, and yeah, I agree, Alenzo. I think they absolutely have to do Classic Plus now. With how popular Season of Discovery was and how popular Hardcore is. They either need to do Hardcore TBC, and everyone says, that's crazy, they'll never do it. I'm like, I don't know that that's crazy. I don't actually know that that's crazy. I think that that is very doable. Yo, Husky Bro, you're my hero back in the StarCraft 2 days. I wanted to say a belated thank you for the entertainment growing up. Thank you for being an OG. Thanks, Speedy Boots. Love some good old Speedy Boots. Blizzard will 100% fuck up Classic Plus. They're clueless. I agree. Like additional Classic bosses. What I mean by adding more Classic stuff is like, maybe they make a Scarlet Monastery raid. Maybe they make a new raid that's between Molten Core and Blackwing Lair, because in my opinion, Blackwing Lair mechanics are too tricky for just super casual gamers. So how cool would it be? And that's kind of what Zul'Gurub ended up being. But what if they added a new 40-man raid? What if they even, fuck it, add some new low-level dungeons? What if they added in like the ability to revisit every old dungeon at level 60, but there's better gear? How fucking cool would that be? How fucking cool would Wailing Caverns be at level 60? It'd be fucking dope. You know, like, there's so many things they can do to keep it feeling like WoW. Is this the one where I have to, like, kill a million fucking things? Yeah. This quest sucks, so we are going to be... I don't even know that I should do this quest on the live stream, honestly, but we are going to get real chatty now, because this quest is hella long, and hella boring. This is the one where you literally run around killing. Yeah, like a level 60 crowd pummeler that maybe doesn't just have 3 goddamn charges, you know? And that's a good point. Like, all the gear should be updated versions. Like, imagine if, like, the Fang set was, like, actually kind of, like, clutch. What if it was actually kind of cool at level 60? It doesn't mean that it needs to replace Molten Core gear, even. But just, like, give people fun shit to do. And that doesn't mean add more and more spells. That doesn't mean add more and more shit. Like, just make it fun. It's not that fucking hard, man. All the private servers can do it. And the thing that pissed me off most about WoW for the longest fucking time, I'm actually still fucking salty about it, is, like, think of Warsong Gulch. It's a sack of shit, right? Nobody fucking likes Warsong Gulch. First of all, they need to fucking balance it by getting rid of the wall jumping and all that bullshit. But anyways, why the fuck did they not make 5 more Capture the Flag maps? And I know what you're going to say, oh, but they made, like, Eye of the Storm and all that bullshit. No, that was combining shit and adding gimmicks and making it overly complicated and stupid. Think of, like, every competitive game. They make multiple versions of the same fucking game mode. And they did not do that forever. I don't even know if they still have. Why the fuck was there not 5 Capture the Flag maps? Why the fuck was there not 5 Hold the Node maps? Why was there not another Alterac Valley? Like, I felt like I was fucking going insane. And I kind of have talked about this before, but, you know, back in the day, I would spend quite a bit of time at Blizzard. I interviewed a lot of the executives. I obviously knew a lot of the players. Like, I was, you know, kind of in the Blizzard world there for a second. And every executive that I knew at Blizzard, they were all PvE people. Like, all the higher ups were PvE people. Honestly, all they cared about was PvE. And so it was just so sad to see a zero foot. And they would always say, like, oh, it's a PvE game. PvP is just kind of for flair. And I'm like, does it need to be? You really can't put 5 people on it to make PvP fun. So that was always like, I was always super salty about that. Cool ideas, but best I can do is a paid skip to 60, right? It's different now, though, right? Microsoft bought it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't played retail in 15 years. I just don't have any desire. And I do know, like, I've heard they've done a really good job of making retail have a ton of its, like, own challenges, which I think is great. That's, you know, a surprise for Blizzard to make anything, like, that hard. But I don't know. I was just always so salty about that. So damn salty. They messed up by not catering the PvP community. That's always the problem. It's like, I'm not saying that PvP is the most important thing. Your average player is not going to be huge on PvP, but, like, the people who do PvP are your most engaged audience. They're the ones who are going to grind rank 14. They're the ones who are going to make different characters and do the perfect comps and play with their friends nonstop. And that's not to say that raiders aren't engaged. You know, obviously there's a lot to do in WoW, but it's the same thing with StarCraft. Like, a minority of people are the ones who play online, but they are by far the most active, engaged people, because they love the multiplayer, like, PvP aspect. And so I don't know that they needed to cater, obviously, just to PvPers, but to just treat them like garbage, was always the fucking worst. I always hated it. And yeah, I mean, the way they had the original ranking system was fucking garbage. Like, there's no doubt about it. I had a friend who got rank 14, I can't remember what server we were on back then. He got rank 14 at the peak of like when it was the bullshit way to get rank 14, and he literally would play 16 hours a day. Like, that's stupid. That's literally just a dumb system. And so I think Arenas tried to fix that, but then the problem is that they never want to balance PvP, so Arenas just turned into rock, paper, scissors, and it's fucking boring. When 80% of the time when you join a game, you're like, oh, we win because we're going against this comp, oh, we lose because we're going against this comp. It's just not fun. At that point, I honestly wish that people would have just made an agreement that if you're priest warrior, you're always going to forfeit against, you know, druid rogue or whatever. Like, I wish everyone just made agreement that, like, depending on your matchup, you just left the game if you're the one that loses, because that would just save everyone a fuck ton of time, because PvP was just so miserable. I don't know how people, like, sat through getting gladiator and stuff. I honestly have no fucking idea. Because I just found it to be miserable, and I love PvP. I still wish they would have done earlier, and I've heard they have versions of this. I don't know if it's exactly how I think it should be, but I've always thought they need to have arenas where it puts you with a random partner, and you go against random enemies, and you only are against other randos, and that's it. And maybe it's only in 5v5, and it gives you a tank, 3 DPS, and a healer. I don't fucking care. But just do it where it's all random. You can't queue with your friends. You can't do anything. It's all fucking random. And just keep... And I think they have that thing where you have to play like multiple matches with the same people or whatever. I don't fucking even want that. I just want to jump in. I want it to be 4 versus 4 big game hunters. It's a fucking shit show. You either get absolutely stomped or you're absolutely stomping, and then 1 out of every 10 games is epic, and then you go right into your next game. If you lose, you don't feel bad for losing, because obviously your teammates sucked. It has nothing to do with you, because you're obviously the best player on the team always. And if you win, you feel fucking badass because you were able to carry that entire team because you're the best player on the team, as always. And so that would have been so fun. Instead of forcing you into cookie cutter, try hard, sweaty ass bullshit. Oh, God. Sorry, I'm still salty about all this. You know, it's like revisiting... You know, I'm not going to say it's actual trauma, but it's gaming trauma. Which is, you know, not the highest level of trauma by any means. But it was just always so aggravating. I'm like, what are you guys doing? I still love my shoulders, by the way, that I just got. I never get these shoulders, and look at me. Look at me, just looking great. Queue times wouldn't be that long, though. Like, this mode would make the queue times the shortest. Because you just throw fucking 5 randos against 5 randos, only 10 people need to queue, and that's it. There's no MMR, there's no, you know, any of that shit. It's just throw in absolute chaos. The match is only like 2 minutes. Who fucking cares? I would have played that so fucking much. And it would have been great. I would have made PvP fun. There would have been 5 capture the flag maps, 5 fucking hold the node maps. There would have been a second Alterac Valley. And then when arenas came out, I would have done all random. You know, it's just like League of Legends, all random, all mid. It's just chaos. Who the fuck cares if it's balanced? It doesn't fucking matter. It's fun. Everyone goes into it knowing that it's just dumb, and each game is just really short and fun and stupid. Like, who the fuck cares? But no, we can't have that. We have to have Warrior Druid versus Rogue Mage every fucking match. Well, the problem with Alterac Valley is they just never balance it correctly. They should have linked the nodes to where you can't capture one node unless you have the node behind it. And maybe you can skip one node to try and like sneak around and snowball. But then you're like, well, that's what's going to cause turtles. And I'm like, yes, but you need to add mechanics that prevent turtles. And also, if you can't add mechanics that prevent turtles, then make it where turtles, you still get fucking dope-ass honor. Because the way the honor system works with decay and stuff is fucking bullshit too. And so you make it where it's worth the time. But you can add mechanics. Like, if, I don't know, if you have more nodes, you get a buff where you do more damage. Or, like, if you have more nodes for an extended period of time, then you just win. Or whatever the fuck. Or, like, you start spawning NPCs that help push. I don't fucking know. It's not my job to design this shit. But there is ways to make it fun and balanced instead of just a stupid Zerg fest over and 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 over, and like actually pay attention to what's making your game lame. But they never did. And you know, we can't go back in time. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, this quest is so stupid. Are you really not giving me any? Okay, we got one. Just tested like 6 of them and got one. Jesus Christ, this fucking quest. I don't even know why you do this quest. This quest is one of the worst quests in the game, I swear. Oh, got 2. Got 2. Wow. All that, I got 3. This quest is actually god-awful. And I like when you test it, if it doesn't give you the one you need, it just doesn't give you anything. It doesn't even give you something you can vendor. Oh my god. Alright, we got 3 of each after all those kills. After all those kills. Start my own guild. That's what I did on the last hardcore server. But the thing I realized is, if you want to make a guild, I mean, unless you're a guild with all the top streamers, you know, it takes, no, even that. It just takes so much work to keep a guild going, unless you happen to find someone that, like, will do it for you, but you have to be like logged in every day. You have to be talking to everybody every day. You have to be checking in with everyone every day. You have to be recruiting every day. You have to be farming every day. You have to be prepping everyone every day. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm almost 40 fucking years old. Why am I babysitting all these people? You know, I was kind of hoping that things like I had a super active guild. There'd be like 100 people on at a time, and you're like, surely people will just come together and make shit happen. No, they will not. They will not. It's like pushing a fucking boulder up a slippery ass wet hill. Like, it just takes so much time. And, you know, if I'm gonna have, you know, 5,000 live viewers, sure, maybe. But until then, I'm gonna focus on, you know, the stuff that I'm actually doing, and I'm just gonna casually have fun with WoW. In an alternate universe, I switched full-time to WoW before it was cool. And then everyone's like, oh my god, Husky was right all along. That's in an alternate universe somewhere. But that is not this universe. How can I join the OnlyFangs server? Well, I can't vouch for the guild because I'm not even in the fucking guild. But the server is Doomhowl, right? And it's Horde Hardcore, which is an anniversary server. So you have to install Classic WoW, and then go to the anniversary servers, click on Doomhowl, and play Horde. Which this server is like 80% Horde, I think. Something crazy like that. And that's the thing is, like, you know, I'm not the parsing type. I just don't care that much. I don't mind, like, wiping, and I don't mind progression being slow, and I don't mind, like, growing as a guild, but I just can't take a game that serious, because at the end of the day, you're gonna eventually play a different character anyways. And I know that's not the point of an MMO. Like, you know, obviously we're all gonna die at some point. All this shit doesn't matter anyways. But they, like, at one point they were releasing servers so fast that was almost like, why am I even leveling my character? Or like, why am I gearing up my character and doing all these raids when they're just gonna release a new server anyways and everyone's gonna fucking transfer? And I always enjoy it. Like, I think leveling on a new server is like my favorite part of WoW. And I think that's why I love hardcore so much, is because it always feels like a new server because everybody's dying all the time. But, you know, I'm definitely the target demo for WoW hardcore, for sure. And yeah, the only thing about classic WoW is it's just a knowledge check. You know, like, I will admit, like, Blackwing Lair and stuff for new people is hard, but anything before that is just a knowledge check. Like, I have basically everything memorized. Like, this will be my 4th 60, and the only single death I have was a server crash. Oh, hey, Gazlo's Charm. I don't think I want to... It's like 11 stamina, 4 strength. It's like 15 usable stats, but my neck already has that. So I'll be selling that. And I kind of said this before, but like, it kind of ties back to my PvP. I always played for survivability anyways. I always went the best survival spec. I always stacked stamina. I never min-maxed for PvE. It was always PvP. And that's literally like hardcore almost feels like PvP, but you're just PvPing with yourself. And so for me, I play the same way that I played back in the day because that's just how I enjoy playing WoW. Like, because you got to remember there's world PvP, and so you're out leveling and you're constantly, it's a struggle for survival. And to me, that was always the fun part. Like, I didn't care if I got my leveling delayed by 6 hours because it was a gank fest in Stranglethorn Vale. I thought it was fun to like, oh, I got ganked. Maybe this person can help me counter gank. Oh, they got friends. Now they're bringing in their high levels. Now there's a raid going on. And like, I enjoyed that, where it's like, once you know, there was no layering. And so it's like, oh my god, we actually dominated this zone by coming together, working together, and now I can quest again. There's just like something cool about that. And yeah, it's not efficient, but I didn't fucking play for... I've never played for efficiency. Like, my playtime probably is terrible on this guy. Time played this level, time played... Yeah, I'm at 5 days. That's not that great. Given a lot of this is sitting AFK on Orgrimmar, but... you know, I've never played for, like, min-maxing the game. But I think, as far as, like, parsing goes, the fact... Like, I think that's one thing in general that they did well, where it's like there's always ways to squeeze out just a little bit more, and to add that much skill requirement into like the late game PvE, I think that's like one of the strengths. I don't personally enjoy that, and I would never do that because I just like to be good enough, you know? Like, I don't need to be the crazy parser, but I think it does add that like layer of extreme replayability, which I think is good. I just wish there was, I don't know. I just feel like they dropped the ball on PvP for such a long time. And for me, it eventually ruined it. And that's why I started making StarCraft videos, because I was like, at least StarCraft is mostly balanced. At least I'll never be good enough where the balance actually matters. Because, you know, if you die in fucking Gold League, it's not because of the balance, it's because you suck, you know? It's like you gotta, you yourself can do better. It has nothing to do with the balance. Matavac. Sounds pretty close to a medevac to me. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. And yeah, I used to use Rested XP, and it's like it would save me a little time, but I have most of the quests memorized. I don't do like the most direct leveling route by any means. I guess it would probably save a day or two of my leveling time using it, but again, I just want to be good enough. I just want my parents to be like, you know what, Husky? You're good enough. What up, Caro the Sparrow? Oh, fun name. Oh, honey buns, so cute. Man, that wolf or that hyena dropped 3 different types of meat. I also think it's funny that hyenas drop wolf meat. Hyenas aren't technically wolves, are they? I guess I never thought about that. I mean, I know hyenas are hyenas, but like, are they classified similarly as wolves? I mean, I know they're canines, but I'm sure they're related to wolves in some way. But it's just like, if you killed a hyena and were like, oh, we're going to eat wolf meat tonight, would people know that you're eating a hyena because you used the word wolf? You know, like, are they that related? I don't know. Taking a break from writing. Actually, it's so funny. I feel like I've always been a decent writer, but I hate reading and writing. So like writing essays in high school was like one of the easiest things for me. And then I helped Ro like write the 2 cookbooks that we did that have like a lot of personal stories and stuff in them. And I feel like I could write more, but I'm just like, but I don't even read, you know? If I don't read, why am I going to write? Wait, no, don't equip it. Oh my god, I almost accidentally equipped that. It's not the Percocet this time. I wouldn't have anything to blame. Did you have to take a break from the game after your first hardcore death, or did you just jump back in with new enthusiasm? I just jumped right back in. The thing about... Well, I've only had 1 hardcore death. So like I said, I have my level 60 mage. I have a level 60 warrior on the other server. Oh, no, he's technically 56. I always exaggerate. He's technically 56. And then on this server, I have a level 60 hunter, and I have this guy who's level 47. So basically 60, right? And so out of all those characters, the only death I had was a 43 mage. And so it was upsetting, but the thing is that it was a disconnect, which is fine. You know, it happens. Followed by a server login error where everyone in Tanaris could not log in for like 10 minutes. It was crazy. And so it was a Frost Mage, and I love Mage. Mage is my favorite class in the game. And I was single target Frost, full HP, full mana with Ice Barrier. Oh, excuse me. I was casting Frostbolt, and I shit you not, the millisecond the Frostbolt left my fingertips, the game crashed. So, of course, it pulls the mob onto me. And full HP, single target, entire area is cleared. 1 mob. Literally could not be playing it safer. And the server would not let me log back in for 10 minutes. It killed a ton of people in the zone. I don't know how they had a login issue just in Tanaris, but it killed a bunch of people. And when I logged in, I shit you not, I had 3 HP. And since it wouldn't let me log back in for 10 minutes, the entire camp had respawned. So I didn't even have time to ice block. I think I got 1 frame of the game before... I mean, I was probably already dead before it was even done loading, honestly. But when I saw it, I had 3 fucking HP. And so the thing is like... Yeah, you can be upset about that, but that was so far beyond my control that, like, I almost wasn't even mad, you know? If that makes sense. It's like you park your car... and when you're inside shopping, someone backs into it, it's like, yeah, I'm mad, but it's like I literally couldn't have done anything to prevent it, so I'm not like mad at myself. Maybe I'm a little bit mad at the world, but I'm not mad at myself. And that's how it was for me. So I just jumped right in and I made this warrior. Oh no, I made the hunter. And then I got the hunter to 60, and now I got this guy. I think I will want to get a mage to 60 and maybe a druid. But we'll see. You know, that just takes a lot of fucking time. I don't know how much time I have in this world. Alright, we got a bunch of these now. What level were you, Alonzo, when you died? Alonzo? I love Druid. Boomkin is super fun. I want to level a Boomkin really bad, even though they absolutely are garbage in Classic. But, you know, they boost the morale of the party, and that's what matters. God, this quest is so goddamn lame. I don't know why I even do this quest. This is one of the worst quests. And you only have 2 hours to do it. And if you log out, you have to redo everything. Oh my god, dude. This quest is garbage. Quest is literally garbage. Yeah, and for me, I've been leveling these guys pretty slow. If this was me back in college, I would not be going to class. I would be getting level 60 in 2 weeks. But, you know, you get older and life happens. Hopefully Boomy is valid in retail. I'm sure it is. I kind of hated when they added the tree form. I was like, really? I don't know. The tree form just always bothered me for some reason. Dang, 3-legged orc. That was almost poetry. Trying to imagine what a life-changing shit would look like. But like in a good way. Like obviously you can like have bad poops that literally like, you know, give you hernias and shit. But like the other way where it's like, oh my god, my life was so much better after I took this shit forever. Like it literally changed my entire life for the better. I'm like trying to understand what that would even be. Treeform was good. I just wish they would have made the abilities better and not giving me fucking tree form, you know? Yeah, pets and totems. You gotta watch out for that shit, man. It's so funny. People on hardcore finally realized when you're jumping down to Rend, just don't jump down. Just fucking go down the pathway that's literally right there. It's like 2 extra mobs. So it makes me so happy that the meta is finally, oh, we can take the stairs. We don't have to jump down like a bunch of hooligans, wipe the raid because of a pet. The people are learning. What's my favorite role to play? I mean, I think Mage has always been my favorite in all aspects of WoW. Warrior's fun, but I don't really like tanking a lot because I hate that so much relies on you doing it right, and if you do something wrong, you can literally wipe the entire raid. I don't enjoy that aspect. Like even in the Zul'Farrak we just did, I was doing pretty bad. I'm just like, I don't really enjoy this, but also I want to get the quest done. But dungeons, tanking dungeons is fine. So if I had to choose, I'd say mage first. So DPS. Caster DPS is always my favorite. And then healing, tanking, in that order. Healing I actually find to be easier than tanking, for some reason. Come on, I don't want to use my health pot. I don't want to use my health pot. There we go. Have I done any RP? Absolutely not. I don't need to roleplay in a video game that I'm already essentially roleplaying in, you know? I think the, like, meme roleplaying is funny with, like, proximity chat and stuff. I think that's funny, but not actual roleplay. No. That ain't for me. Oh my god, this fucking quest is a nightmare. I don't know why I'm doing it. If it's like comedy role-playing, I'm all for it. But if it's like actually like, my name is Husky Sturkrift. I am the Horde's final hope. I am somehow related to Thrall, even though I'm a cow. It's a very confusing family tree. But I have been training ever since I was a child, ever since I was a calf. Since I was drinking milk from my mom's udders, I was told that it's like, shut the fuck up, you know? I'm not here for that, if we're being honest. The same thing with like Dungeons and Dragons. It's like I have nothing against it, but they'd always be like, no, you can't say I say. You have to just say it in character. And I'm like, can we not? Can we just not? I'm not trying to be a downer, but like, can we just not? So it's like, I love it, but also hate it at the same time, if that makes sense. Oh my god, I legit should have taken a gummy for this. Is it weird? I feel like I can almost trick my brain to be high now. Because like I was doing gummies pretty heavily for like, it was only like 4 months. But okay, now we just need this stupid basilisk. But now I feel like I can almost trick my brain to be like just a little bit high. Without actually being high. Maybe that's just, you know, maybe I'm high thinking that, but I feel like that's a thing. Alright, so we just need these damn basilisks. You should stream and be on shrooms. The only time I've done shrooms, they made me a little nauseous. I think I need to take more. Because I've only microdosed a tiny bit. Because they like are actually starting to research that shit, which is super cool. Alright, where are these goddamn basilisks? I can't even remember. Does coming off shrooms? I don't know anything about shrooms. Like, I know very, very little. Can it like rewire your brain or some shit if you take like a huge dose? Isn't that a thing? I don't actually know anything about it. All I know is that they need to study that shit because mushrooms are fucking aliens, man. You cannot convince me that mushrooms are not fucking aliens. Like, if you research what mushrooms do and how they live and how they communicate and how they spread and their spores and, like, how fast they grow, like, they're fucking aliens. I'm sorry. They are not from this world. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh my god, that hunter scared the shit out of me. Oh, dude, here's Luxury Goods, the scammer. Even though he has me blocked. Oh, he went offline. That's just him checking his box to see if he fucking scammed anybody else. Yeah, I mean, fungus is more Zerg than it is from this world. You cannot convince me otherwise. Oh my god. Where the fuck are these basilisks? I can't remember. And of course it doesn't hide the ones I already have because of how this stupid quest is set up. Maybe there's more basilisks down here. Is blue basilisk? Oh my god, go away. Okay, blue is basilisk, so there's more blue like over here. Dude, these guys actually almost killed me. These fucking guys, the little stealthy guys, they almost got me when I was doing the quests over here. That's probably the closest I've come to dying on this guy. It wasn't like super close, but it was closer. Made me clinch for sure. I just don't, you know, mushrooms, they freak me out, man. The fact they can like grow overnight, they can spread their spores everywhere, they can communicate. I don't know. There's something sus about mushrooms. But they should be researched more heavily. Who's the luxury goods chap? He is the guy who on this server lists hundreds of items for like 500 gold buyout. So when you're high on Percocet like me, you accidentally buy one. And he literally just spams the auction house with that shit. It's not against the Blizzard terms of service. Dude, if I was at Blizzard and they did that to me, I'd be like, you're banned. I get it, it was my own stupidity, but the world is much better off without you spamming the auction house with your bullshit. And just the fact that he names himself Luxury Goods. The audacity, man. The audacity. Wait, I have 8 untested ones? I didn't realize I had so many. What's the most common hardcore death other than a frustrating DC? Are there zones, quests, or bosses that are notorious? Yeah. Falling is the #1 killer. And everyone likes to be like, oh, falling is so dangerous. That's because you can fall anywhere at any time and die. Whereas each mob, you know, they're only in a certain zone. So, like, obviously falling is going to be the #1 killer. So that is technically the #1 killer. I think the #1... Oh, that actually gave me everything I needed. You know, I'm going to Hearth because that... Fuck this quest. That's why. I think the highest individual mob is Son of Argel, however the fuck you say it. Over in Silverpine. Or Sepulchre, whatever the fuck this... What's this one called? Yeah, Silverpine. Like, all these red things, I think, are where Son of Argel is. He fucking annihilates fools. Because he's a hardcore... Or not a hardcore. He's an elite who patrols a low-level area and just basically obliterates you if you're not paying attention. Alright, I actually got this quest done. Bring the sealed field doesn't get over... Let's see. Wow, nothing like cloth gloves with 6 agility. Oh, this shit sucks. But hey, we get a gold. We at least get a gold for doing this quest. So I could come down here. That's still orange. Doing an orange quest as a warrior is like literally the most annoying thing in the world. Think anyone's selling summons to... Good old Undercity. So many people on OnlyFans die all tabbing. That's because they don't have the game memorized, man. They all tab to look at their chat, but they don't have this shit memorized. You notice how I was able to do that whole quest? I didn't aggro one extra mob. Because I got that shit memorized. Yeah, caves is terrible. Don't go in caves. Oldman, Nomergon, and Maradon, or whatever, however the fuck you say it. I don't ever do those. Although, I don't have time to do it. I would queue up for Oldman, but I don't have time. Selling summon to Kargath. Selling summon Kargath. Where are my Undercity summons at? Am I literally going to have to fly to Orgrimmar? like a plebeian. I'm used to my mage who can teleport everywhere. I gotta stand up. You guys gonna rise up with me? Are you guys gonna rise up? Are you gonna rise up? You're going to get away. What do you guys think about this angle? Oh, you gotta stretch your legs, guys. You gotta do it. Oh, you gotta do it. Yeah, no one's doing summons. Sad panda. Oh, wait, no, I can actually just do this. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. What if I do... Transform, edit, transform. Take it right off the top. Look at that. Look at that. Now I fit in a frame. That's what we call esports. Well, I feel like I need to move over here. There we go. All right, well, I'll wait on doing this quest. I have Feralus mostly. That's not Feralus. I have Feralus mostly done. I just need to do quest over here. Kill some harpies up here. Some yetis over there. Is that Felwood quest really yellow? That's like the only one you can do in Felwood at that level, though, I think. So I'm almost ready for Felwood, I guess. Shara, not quite. But Hinterlands is the next big one. A lot of yellow over there. They're all 48, though, which is kind of annoying. Apparently I got 2 quests to turn in and fucking Booty Bay. Oh, I guess I never got my shards. Never killed the elite ogres. Never went on the captain's boats, because, God, fuck that quest. That quest is terrible. A lot of people die on those damn boats. Oh my God, all the way to Ratchet. Alright, there we go. Guess we're gonna go flying. Damn, a gold, 400 more, and we can buy a pot. Too soon, man. I still cry myself to sleep thinking about it. Remember when I did voices for Warcraft characters at BlizzCon? Oh, shit! I had actually completely forgotten about that. I legit have not thought about that since it happened. You're right, we did do a thing, didn't we? Never made it into a Blizzard game, unfortunately. Although, don't they stop working with, like, naming characters after people because everyone gets canceled for being fucking weirdos? Stretch, meds, and hydration. True that. You guys are awfully chatty today. There's a lot of chatters. A lot of chattering going on. Oh, I hear the sirens coming. Yeah. I am actually quite chatty. It's funny to me when there's a streamer who has like 12,000 viewers and they never once acknowledge their chat. I'm like, fucking get it. man, you know? My community's always been pretty good, though. Other than just a little elitism that comes with the StarCraft community. For the most part, my community was badass. Because I never took myself seriously, so my community didn't take itself seriously. Ever notice that it's the streamers who take themselves seriously who just have the worst fucking communities in the world? It's not a coincidence. If you're someone who takes yourself seriously and you get offended easily and you bitch about everything, your audience is going to be the same way. It's going to be the same fucking thing. The audience reflects you as a creator. It's as simple as that. Obviously, every audience will have some fucking losers no matter who you are. But the majority of the time, if a creator is problematic, full of themselves, douchey, whatever, their audience is the exact same fucking way. But if a creator is like funny, kind, caring, laid back, in general, their audience is the same fucking way. It's not a coincidence. I only just noticed the icons around your minimap. What the hell, add-ons? Yeah, it's just my add-ons. And they make add-ons to get rid of the add-on icons, but I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy. Too lazy to do the right thing. That's why I love my friend Invicta, man. He's a streamer, YouTuber. Loves death metal. I don't know. He cracks me up, dude. He just fucking cracks me up. Usually he'll hop in to make fun of me. He did at the beginning of my stream. But I feel bad because I accidentally used my free Amazon Prime sub on a different streamer. Oops. Usually I use it for him. But hey, if any of you guys have those Bezos bucks that you would like to contribute to my double chin, it's not every streamer who will emphasize their double chin. We are now collecting Bezos bucks. I was told by popular streamers to request Bezos bucks, so you know, the 500 biddies, which I think translates to like $2 for me. Don't chat, he'll spend it on a Percocet. He caught me, the Percocet addict. I've taken 2 Percocet in the last 10 years. No, maybe I had some when I tore my rib muscle from coughing. That was only like 8 years ago. So, wait, what is this? Stone circle? Guess I gotta do the quest to grab this shit over here. This shit right here? Is it in here? Oh, it's this thing, right? Now, what do I do with this? Oh, I turn it over down here. Back where I was, but for 4,900 XP. And that would probably actually level me. You know what? Let's go. We're just in time for the boat. So let's jump on this old thing. This boat is quite busy tonight, folks. Yeah, it's the same hunter who shot the mob that scared me. He must be turning in the same quests I am. Do I ever watch your old StarCraft videos? I used to a lot. When I actually was most active, I actually watched my own videos a lot. And I know it sounds weird. And most creators, if you ask them this and they answer, they'll be like, no, I don't watch my own shit. I hate myself. Like, that's what most people say. And, you know, I'm an emo kid at heart. I hate myself too. But I would watch my videos over and over and over and over because if say I watch 10 videos, if there's ever something that I did that became annoying to me as I'm watching them over and over and over, I would stop doing that. Because if it becomes annoying to me and I'm fucking myself, it probably is annoying to other people as well. And so I would use it as like a training for myself. And then also it just helps you like learn to control your voice really well, because it shows you like, oh, if I emphasize this much like this is what it sounds like in the moment. And then watching it from a third perspective, like a third person, like stepping back and watching what you've created, I learned a lot from that. And I think it helped me become, I don't know if confident is the right word, but like I can fill an unlimited amount of time talking about nothing now, because I just kind of like watch myself so much that I understand what works and what doesn't. For me, obviously I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not saying I'm like a great fucking entertainer, but just for me, I feel that I have that ability now. So yeah, I used to watch myself a ton. I will watch Nerd Alert every couple of months. But honestly, a lot of the old StarCraft videos, it's just like, you can hear me destroying my voice. And it's like, oh, if I could go back in time, the only thing I would change is working with a vocal coach to learn how to use my voice better so it doesn't cause permanent damage. But it's the things you don't think about. Like, you know, being a shoutcaster fucking on esports wasn't a career when I started, really. And so it's not something that you even thought about. And nobody talks about it, really. But it does fuck up your voice if you don't take care of it and you don't use your voice correctly. Because, like, look up a vocal cord. Like, they're kind of freaky, man. They're so thin and fragile that you are going to blow that shit up. Alright, we're going to go turn in these 2 quests. And maybe I'll hearth and just turn in that other quest, too. If you watch your vids that much, does that mean you don't hear a difference between the voice you normally hear versus what you sound like recorded? Always assume you mean like freaked you out to hear myself in a video. At first it was super fucking weird. But now, honestly, like I've never actually sat and thought about it. But honestly, I can't really tell the difference anymore. Let's see. So that's 19. My boots have 20. No, I like the stamina, but I'll take it to sell. But I'm so used to my voice that, like, I think my voice sounds dumb. I think everyone thinks their own voice sounds dumb, but it doesn't make me uncomfortable anymore. Because it's like, it's your voice, you know? Like, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Like, everyone is tolerated. Oh shit, my Hearthstone is... Thought I could hearth back to Tanaris, but man, Hinterlands is gonna be next. I got a quest up here to turn in. I'm like, do I even need to do these quests now? I don't know if I'm gonna do these ones or not. This one's easy. It's just I gotta run all the way the fuck up there. And this one I can probably solo now. It's an elite quest, but the music in this inn always sounds like Zelda music to me. Oh, it stopped, I guess. All right. Cool story, bro. Cool story. Oh, there it goes. It picked up again. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go. Look at Husky in HD. I gotta move me over. Oh, no, I can't. No! All right, chat, you gotta be a little bit smaller. Can't cover my beautiful face. What do you recommend to be confident speaking? Would like to more engaging when I talk. Feel like I fall off sometime when I talk to new people or try to keep people engaged in what I'm saying. I mean, being funny is always the answer, but that's not something that you can just be. You either are or you aren't. And thankfully, I grew up in a family that was pretty funny. But outside of that, listening is always really good. Like if you want to get people to like you, just listening is huge, and asking questions about them or what they're talking about and being interested in what they're talking about. That's a good way to like build, like if you're awkward and you have a hard time talking to people at all, that's a great way to get started, where it's just like, just focus on what they're saying. And then before they finish their thought, think of a question about what they just said, or about what they're talking about, or about what they're interested in. And in general, people will talk about themselves for fucking ever. And so if you're someone learning how to communicate, like that's a great way to start. And then eventually, when you get more confident over time, you can learn how to talk, but be entertaining to people and not bore the shit out of them, and pick up on cues on if they give a shit about what you're saying or if you're annoying them or whatever. And then with YouTube videos, like one of my friends kind of said something to me that resonated with me. And it's not like very insightful. It was just kind of a thing they said where it's like someone was asking them, why are you so funny? They're like a comedian or whatever. And they were like, I'm not actually funny. Like my brain just tells me to say this shit and I say it. And like that always kind of stuck with me, because it's like you just kind of have to learn what your brain is telling you, and that's your strength, and you just kind of go with it. And like when I first started making my videos, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I just did it 1,000 times until I was comfortable with it and I felt like I got it and I was having fun. But that was just always so funny to me, where it's like you look at someone who's funnier than you and it's always like, how the fuck are they so fucking funny? Like Day 9 was always a very funny person. And his type of humor is like different than mine. And the way he holds conversations is different than me. So I wouldn't want to like be Day 9. Like I'm very happy with who I am. But every time we would hang out, I was just in awe at how fucking funny he is. And it's so like witty and sharp and like referencing like such specific things and then twisting them to like be comedic in whatever situation you're in. And it's so like, I don't know if intellectual is the right word, but it's like, it's just a different type of humor. And it's kind of the same thing where it's like, I feel like his brain just tells him to say that shit. And he fucking does. Like, I don't know. Like, obviously I'm not him, so I can't vouch for how his brain works. But it's just like, you have to learn what your brain's good at and just lean into it. So. And I used to be a very quiet person. I don't think I was shy. I think it was more just like, I'm bored in this situation. I want to be playing video games, not talking to this person. But over time, I think casting really helped me. I started to really appreciate people and how everyone can teach you something cool and everyone has a cool story. And so now I actually really like talking to people. And that took me a long time. I mean, I'm almost fucking 40. I probably got this way like maybe early 30s. So yeah. Hold on, let's let our hair down, see what we got going on. My hair's getting kind of long. I need to re-bleach it. It looks so bad because of the roots. Well, let's see how much hair we got. All right, there we go. If you really want to get people to talk to you, just have a horrible haircut, and then everyone will tell you how horrible your haircut is. Nothing offends people more than a terrible haircut. If you want to get the entire world talking about you, just do a terrible haircut. That's literally all it takes. Because then all of a sudden, everybody's a fucking expert. Everybody's speaking up when your haircut's bad. Oh, I can basically be XQC. I need to watch more XQC so I can mimic his style of talking. And I've given you my theory about XQC, where no one actually knows what he's saying. So they just project what they want him to say onto him, and that's why he's so popular. You can't tell me that anybody actually understands what that guy's saying. I bet his own mother has like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? I have no idea. But anyways, I am going to go to bed, and I will keep leveling this guy. Not right now, but my moo cow. Wait, why is this not switching? Oh, here we go. My moo cow says, thank you for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing. He is very excited about his new shoulders. Wait, can you even see my face right now? Yeah. But this was fun. You guys were extra chatty today. Quite enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.com/husky. Make sure to follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/husky, twitter.com/husky. I think I'm even on Kick. It's a joke. Kick.whatever is it TV.com. I don't fucking know /Husky Starcraft. Does anybody watch Twitch? I think I have 10 followers and I think they're all bots. But anyways, this was super fun. Hope you guys have a good one. Of course, more people are joining as I'm winding down, as is tradition. Joining as I'm winding down, as is tradition. No one I actually know is actually streaming, so I can't raid with all 30 of you. No one I actually know is actually streaming, so I can't raid with all 30 of you. No one I actually know is... You know what, let's just raid a massive... No one I actually know is... You know what, let's raid a massive live streamer. You know what, let's just raid... Because they need the 30 of you. Let's raid a massive live streamer. Alright, have a good one, guys. Because they need the 30 of you. Let's raid a massive live streamer. Alright, have a good one, guys. Whatever. Alright, have a good one, guys. Whatever. Alright, have a good one, guys. Whatever. Alright, have a good one, guys.